Hello everyone and welcome to this Java coding interview tutorial. Today we are going to solve a common string manipulation problem that you might encounter in a coding interview. The problem is about finding the most frequent character in a string. Okay, let's start by understanding the problem. So we are given a string containing only lowercase letters. Our task is to find the most frequent character in the string. If there are multiple characters with the same highest frequency, we should return the one that appears first in the string. For example, if we have a string like here, ABC, ABCA, the character A appears 3 times, B appears 2 times, and C appears once. So A is the most frequent character, right? But if we have such a string xyz, xyz, so all 3 characters appear twice. In this case, we return x because it appears first in the string, right? So once again, we are given a string S consisting of lowercase English letters. The length of the string will be between 1 to 1000 characters. So the output should be return the most frequent character in the string, and if multiple characters have the same highest frequency, return the one that appears first in the string. So there is one constraint. We should use only standard data structures available in JDK. And we are also given 2 hints. The first one, we should consider using a data structure that can keep track of character frequencies. So we need a structure which can contain a character and link it to the frequency, key value. Right? And also we should think about how to track the first occurrence of each character. Right? So we need to count the frequency of each character. We need to keep track of the first occurrence of each character. Right? So if we have multiple characters with the same frequency, then we should be able to find out which appeared first. And so we need to find the character with the highest frequency, and if multiple characters have the same highest frequency, we return the one that appears first in the string. So a hash map is perfect for counting frequencies, right? So as a key, we have a character and frequency is a value. So we use map to map each character to its frequency. But to track the first occurrence, we'll need to be a bit clever, right? Okay, so let's start by creating a new class. Let's call it string frequency counter. Okay? Sorry. String frequency counter, and we need to define a couple of methods here, at least one. Let's make it static, so we don't need to create an object and just use it from the class itself. So we return character, which is the most frequent one. Find most frequent character. Okay, sounds reasonable. So this one is not needed as of now. I don't know what is that. So first, let's check a couple of cases. For example, if provided, so we are set that string is named s, if s is null. Okay, we are set that it shouldn't be null, but still we can check it. Or it's empty. It might be the case as well. Then let's throw something. Let's throw an error. Throw new illegal argument exception. String is empty. Let's do it more explicitly. Input string cannot be null or empty. Okay, very good. So that's a check. Now we create our map, which contains character and integer, right? So we take integer, not int, to be able to somehow manipulate it, right? So we are using object, not a primitive. We'll see later whether we need it or not. And now, using for, we are actually going to iterate over. So we take each char from the string. So first we need to convert it to array, right? String to array of characters, and then we go. So frequency, char frequency, let's call it frequency map. Frequency map. So sometimes the naming of variables offered by IntelliJ is not that good, at least from my point of view. Frequency map, put C frequency get, okay. Yeah, so for each character we have in the string, we put it in our character map using character as a key, but value, what we need to do? We check by frequency map get or default. So we check whether this character is already there. If it is, for the current value, we just add 1. If there is no such value, then we return default, yeah, which is set to 0. So if it's not present, this character in our map, we just return null, 0, sorry, and just add 1 as it appeared for the first time, right? Okay, so that's basically all. Now we need a couple of additional variables. Most frequent char by default. So when we only start, so the first character actually is the most frequent, right? That should make sense. And max frequency, we also need to count that. Max frequency, and we set it to 0 as we start, right? Okay, so by this time we already have a map. Just now we need to check it. Where is the value? What is the highest value and what is the corresponding character? Right, so we iterate map. So we're starting from 0. Counter is less than length of our string, right? And just increment. So pretty standard for, right? Okay, so we need a current char variable. So let it be here. Now we need to check whether we have it in our map and what is the frequency, int. So we have it, no doubt that we have it, because we already parsed the string and each character is in the frequency map. Now we need to get the frequency for the current character. Int frequency, frequency map, get character. Okay, and now, so we don't need this one. Now we check if current frequency, this one, current frequency is 0. Yeah. So if we have seen this character before, then just keep it, right? Continue. Now let's check actually the frequency. So the current frequency is greater than the current max frequency we have, and it is set to 0 as we start, right? So max, in that case, if that's true, the max frequency is equal to current frequency, and most frequent character should be current character. Okay? And we also need somehow to mark this character as being processed. So we just put it once again in the our frequency map, and value we use is 0, meaning that we don't need to use it once again or check most frequent character. Very good. So that's how it works. And now let's check. Let's use these inputs. Yeah, we have in the problem statement. Let's use just system out println. Find most frequent character. So the first one was ABC, ABA, right? The second one was with all X, Y, and Z. Let's check. X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z. Okay, very good. X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z. And the last one, programming. Okay, very good. Programming. Okay, so on what to expect? Here we expect A, right? Sorry. Here we expect A. Here we expect X, because it's the first one, right? X, Y, Z all appears twice, but X is the first one, so we should get X. And here we have R. Both R and M appears twice, but R is the first one. Okay, let's run and see. Okay, so the first one is A, X, and R. Okay, very good. So, seems to be working. So that also concludes our video. Don't forget to drop a comment whether this tutorial was interesting for you, you got something useful out of it, whether the level of difficulty was okay, or it should be higher or lower, just right. So we solved the string frequency problem using a hash map to count character frequencies. And the key challenge was handling the case where multiple characters have the same frequency. which we solved by iterating through the string in order, right? And this problem tests your understanding of data structures, particularly hash maps, and your ability to handle edge cases and special conditions. So, and remember, in coding interview, it's important to communicate your thought process, handle edge cases, and write clean, efficient code. Thanks for watching. If you found this tutorial helpful, please like and subscribe for more coding interview preparation videos. Thank you very much and see you next time. Bye bye.